Set bonuses for equipment on heroes was a theory that people had for a while that could be added to Flesh and Blood. And in Rosetta, they finally did it with Arcanite Fortress. So once this becomes unblurry, you can see this card's defense is equal to the number of equipment you control with Arcanite in their name. So Arcanite Fortress, Arcanite Skullcap, both are Arcanite, so it has 2 defense, meaning that this right here is technically, in technical land, a set bonus for equipment, which is really cool. And I just want to say that I like it. And something to really note about it is that I think it's a really good way for Legend Story Studios to make a lot of bullshit draft chaff equipment actually useful again, right? There's a lot of different commons out there that they put in the booster packs just so you can draft a deck of cards, and you have different equipment to run if you don't pull the legendary equipment. Ooh, right? But think about it. If they had, for instance, Arcanite boots, and the boots were like Spell Void 1, not very good, right? But paired with this, it adds an extra defense value. Ooh. Same with the gloves. Honestly, I think Legend Story Studios is going to make a full suite of Arcanite because they already have the helm, they have the chest. I think we're going to be seeing gloves and we're going to see boots. And when they do it, they're going to be like not very good abilities. But if you think about it, because this gives a set bonus, like, hey, you have the full set or you have 3 out of the 4 pieces, you get this plus to this card's armor. I think that is the direction that they're going. And if not, I think that is a good direction to go, because there is a lot of chaff out there that people are like, oh, this card sucks, right? Why would I ever run this card when I can just run a legendary 2-block gloves, right? Or a legendary boots, right? You have a lot of how you say, chaff that is the power creep on the common, just regular equipment is just the power creep's a lot lower than the legendary variant. And if you think about it from like a basic understanding, that makes sense, right? You have a common and a legendary. Obviously, the legendary is going to have to be a better power creep than the common, or else it's kind of weird, You're like, ooh, legendary boots. Oh, but the common sandals are better for your feet. You have to have upgrades in the game. But I think that this is a little tweak to it where the gloves, right? Let's say you have a common glove and legendary glove. The common glove can still be shitty, but if you have another armor piece that gets better because of the shitty piece, then it's like, okay, the shitty piece still stays shitty, but it still is a viable option now because you have a legendary, another legendary card that has a set bonus for it. So it really adds a lot more usability to old draft chaff cards on the equipment slot that you typically wouldn't use, but you're trying to get some benefit for having the whole set bonus. Plus, the little completionist in me, man, feels like, oh, it's cool to have like a complete set of an armor, right? It's nice to have that, right? And if you think about warriors and everything, and people going on the battlefield, right? You don't have this hodgepodge type of equipment set on them, right? You're thinking a ninja with a full getup. You're thinking a knight with a full suit. You don't have like a ninja bottom with a knight helm with like a marksman's tunic and the gloves of the potion maker, right? You don't have this hodgepodge view of people going into battle. You have conformity, man. You have the full knight getup, right? Of steel reinforced armor. You have the potion master's potion hands and his robe. And for the archer, you have like this, the leather bound stuff and leather everywhere and brown, whatever have you. You have conformity. So I know that I've been rambling a lot, as I do, about something silly, but long story short, I really like set bonuses. I hope we see more of it. And the whole big, mind melding moment here is that I believe that it can be used to revitalize bullshit draft chaff and make those cards actually usable without really doing anything to those cards and make them more viable than other options in those picks. So that's my thoughts. Let me know what you think. Cheers.